Hello my gorgeous loves out there and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to get all into my collaboration with It'sBel Cosmetics. I'm going to show you the products. I'm going to give you the launch info, pricing. We're going to do swatches. I'm going to give you all the info behind the shade names, how this collaboration came about, just all that good stuff. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bri and I'm just a crazy lover of all things beauty, and I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. I like to do a lot in indie makeup. So if that is what you're into, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. Oh my loves, I don't even know where to start. I am so excited. I am so overwhelmed with emotions. I cannot believe I am here right now filming a video like this. I have seen so many creators do their launch videos and I was like, man, I hope one day I get to do something like that. And here is the day. And I can't believe it's happening. When Nelly, the owner of It'sBel, reached out to me 2 years ago on Instagram, I was just so stunned. I was like, is she sure she's writing the right person? Because I am a small content creator. There are so many amazing, talented, bigger creators out there with bigger following and bigger subscribers. So for me to even get noticed out of this huge world of amazing creators, I was just so stunned, and I just feel so blessed and honored that she wanted to work with me. So thank you so much, Nelly, for wanting to do this collaboration, and thank you to all of y'all for supporting me, being amazing subscribers and followers. You guys are also part of the reason why I am able to have this collaboration happen. So thank you guys so much. Now let's get into the products. I know I can ramble on forever and ever. And by the way, I did film this with the products I'm about to show you, which will be going up on Instagram. So look out for that. So anyways, let's get into it. So there's an eyeshadow palette and there is a blush and highlighter palette. Yes, there's two products within the collection. You guys know I love me some eyeshadow and I love to be very glowy. So the theme is tropical nights, and the reason why I went with tropical nights is I wanted to do something different from the usual paradise, Hawaii, tropical palettes that you see out there that focus more on bright, like day colors and lighter colors and neons and things like that. I wanted to go more on the sultry end because I love color, but I like to go on the smoky end with my shades. I wanted to have some like dark mattes included, and I figured tropical nights would be a great way to represent that kind of color story, you know, going to the club at night, dancing on the beach, at a bar at night. I wanted to capture that essence within this collection. But let me show you the packaging up close. So there is a city landscape. It is just like a silhouette. It has like the little windows that are lit up. There's also a palm tree with little twinkly lights. Her graphic designer, Miss Ashley, did an amazing job. We have holographic lettering on the palette and the blush. And then on the back of it has my little like thank you and info about the palette and collection. And then if you see, there's all the shade colors and everything and what type of formula they are. And then there is also the Hawaiian flag and the Puerto Rican flag. Isn't that such a cute little additional touch? It has my signature right there as well. And it has Breezy Beauty times It'sBel on the top of both palettes. So that is the packaging. So let me now get into the pricing of everything. So the eyeshadow palette is going to go for $39 and the blush and highlighter palette is going to go for $32. This is going to go live and launch on August 25th on a Sunday, and I believe the launch time is going to be 3 p.m. AST time. I'm not totally sure if that's set yet, but definitely check out the description. That will have all the correct info for pricing and launch details. So let's go first into the blush and highlighter palette. This one, is stunning. It's full of glowy goodness. If you guys have been watching me for a long time, you know I'm a lush for blush and I love to be extra glowy. So within here, there is a mirror, and my signature and holographic lettering is right below the mirror, BRIANACHANG. And then inside, there are 4 beautiful colors and products. So there is 3 glowy blushes within here and 1 multi-chrome shifty highlighter. I love me a multi-chrome highlighter, and I love me a glowy blush. And I wanted to include fun, vibrant colors that I felt would work on all skin tones. So these blushes can be built up to be more pigmented, or they can be sheared out and more diffused. You can kind of customize it to what your preference is with blushes. The highlighter as well doesn't have a super strong base to it, so it kind of adapts to whatever skin tone it goes over. So the first one is called Mahina. This one is a purpley pinky mauvey lavender shade. That's how I would describe it. I just did so many different descriptions for it. And Mahina is the Hawaiian word for moon. So all the shade names in here are like sky themed. And then we have the blush called Lani, which is more of a reddish glowy blush. And Lani means heaven in Hawaiian. And then we have the shade called Alohi. This is a true Cheeto orange glowy blush. You guys know I love a Cheeto orange blush. And Alohi means bright, so to just like shine bright. And then the multi-chrome highlighter. This one shifts from like orange, gold, there's green, there's so much going on into this, and it's so smooth. It just glides right on. There's not any like huge little sparkle chunks in it. And the name Hoku is the Hawaiian word for star, so this is definitely the star of the show. I really wanted to represent my Hawaiian culture and background within the shade names that just mesh also with the actual shades that it's going with in product. So that is everything in the blush and highlighter palette. I think a lot of people are going to really love this. I actually have Mahina on my cheeks and the highlighter. Do you see that? Oh, do you see that shift? It's so beautiful. And now let's get into the eyeshadow palette. Did I mention that there's a sleeve for both of them? This one, oh, this is my baby right here. Inside, you'll see a mirror. There's my signature again, BRIANACHANG. And then here is the beautiful colors. Of course, I went colorful and I included depth, lighter tones, mid-tones, but I'm not a nudie lover. I like my color, so that's why this is a very colorful palette with depth in here. And the way I set up this palette is I did them in kind of in quads, so like you could do different color stories within those quads. That was my mindset. So like the purple blue shades up here, the top four, and then to the left we have the greens. You could go olive and do like a smoky green look. Then I have like the blues, lighter tones, and then this more warm tone section with the reds, pinks, and like a orangey shifty shade. That was my thought process, so you could see different things you could do, kind of help give you an idea of color combos that you could put together. Well, we'll go quad by quad. That's how I did the swatches. So the first shade, of course, is Tropical Nights to go with the theme. A deeper blue matte, which is the matte that I have on my outer corner right here. It's very buildable. It has good pigmentation. And then the next shade is Poi. This is a very pinky, purpley, shifty, metallic. It's very sparkly, a little flaky, very foiled. And poi is a traditional Hawaiian dish in the Hawaiian culture. It's made out of mashed taro. It almost comes off as like a pudding consistency, and it has a very interesting taste. And then we have the shade called Mapuana, and that is my mother's Hawaiian name. And I had to have a shade that represented her within this palette. And her favorite color was purple. My mom did pass away from cancer, and I just wanted to have something that was her within this palette. I was very close to her, and she was a very, very special, inspirational person in my life. The next shade, which is Ocean. This one is a beautiful kind of aqua teal shade. It's very intense and sparkly. These shades are very creamy when it comes to the metallics. There's a lot of sparkle. There's a lot of sheen to them, but Ocean is just a very oceany kind of color. I just think it fits with the name. And then we're going into the next quad, which is the green side. So we have a beautiful green matte, which is called Palm Trees, which makes sense. It goes with, the colors of the leaves on a palm tree. Then the next shade is Honu, which is a olivey gold shifty kind of dual chrome shade that has a more black base to it. And Honu is the Hawaiian name for the Hawaiian green turtle. It also has a strong cultural meaning behind it, symbolizing wisdom, safety, longevity, spiritual energy. And then the next shade is a black matte, which is called black sand. There is black sand beaches within Hawaii, and this matte is definitely more on the buildable side. I didn't want to put a extremely pigmented black matte because that can be intimidating. Then we are going on to the shade called Pakalana, and Pakalana is a Hawaiian flower in Hawaii, and it is a very brightly green flower, and it's super fragrant. The scent is very strong. It's very similar to ylang ylang. It's commonly used to make leis and, used for special occasions like graduations, wedding. It's a beautiful scented flower, so I had to include that as well, and I wanted it to be a color similar to Pakalana. Then we're getting into the next quad, which is like a deeper kind of teal, or more of like a mid-tone, I'd have to say, matte, and it's called Surf. Surf is big in Hawaii, the surf competitions. I'm not great at surfing. My sisters are. I'm just not that talented or that coordinated. Then the next shade is Pikake. Pikake is also a flower in Hawaii. It's also known as Hawaiian jasmine, so it's in the jasmine family. This is also used in lei making for weddings, graduations, special occasions. Pikake was also my mother's favorite flower, favorite scent. And I also wanted a white shade in the palette because I feel like white mattes can help lighten up shades if you want them to be lighter. And that's why I also included a matte black, so you could deepen shades, deepen colors. If you wanted to get a darker purple going, a darker blue going, a darker red, you can do that with a matte black. And then if you want to lighten shades, you can do that with a white matte. That was my thought process. I love having those kind of shades in a palette. I know it's not for everyone, but to me, it's an essential shade that I use quite often. They're not filler shades. To me, they're essential shades. Just want you guys to know that. Then the next shade is a beautiful metallic. This is very creamy. It's like a blue to purple kind of shifting shade, and it's called the High Life. So the high part is spelled H-I instead of H-I-G-H, which H-I is the letters for the state of Hawaii. And it just kind of describes, or a saying or statement about living in paradise, living in Hawaii. I'm living that high life. Then the very last shade in this quad is a beautiful lighter blue matte called Island Breeze. It is really pigmented, makes a really fun inner corner shade, like just for a little blue pop. Try it, mix it with Pikake, you can make like a beautiful light blue. And of course, Island Breeze. You only get to experience this living on the island, but that is the little tealy blue quad. 3 mattes. We got that one metallic. They all will mesh really well together if you wanted to do a very tealy blue look. Then we're going into the warmer quad of the palette. So the first shade we have is Lilikoi, which is our name for passion fruit, the Hawaiian name for passion fruit. And you will see a lot of Lilikoi flavored things in Hawaii, to bread, cakes, pies, jellies. Lilikoi is my favorite. My mom used to make Lilikoi jelly, Lilikoi cream cheese, and I'm a huge fan. I love Lilikoi juice. Then going on to the shade called Big Island. This is a very pigmented red. It's probably the most pigmented matte within the palette. And I am from the Big Island, which is the nickname for the island of Hawaii. They nicknamed it Big Island because it's also the same name as the state. So there's the state of Hawaii and the island of Hawaii, but everyone knows it as the Big Island. That is where I was born and raised. And red is also the color that is represented for that island. Then the next shade is Pog, which is a like orangey, goldy, kind of pinky, shifty, kind of dual chrome metallic. And Pog stands for Passion Orange Guava, which is a very popular juice in Hawaii, a juice that I drank a lot. They still sell it. I'll show you a picture of it. Pog, that's my go-to juice. It just is nostalgic for me, so I have to have that name in here. And then the last shade is Guava, which is a beautiful matte pink, also quite pigmented. I also find Island Breeze super pigmented, but guava just is the color of guava, the inside meat that you'll see of the fruit. And guava is very popular in Hawaii. Guava bread, guava jam. My mom used to also make guava jam, so that was also very nostalgic and important to me. And my favorite pastry is guava turnovers. I can't get enough of guava. So I had to have a shade like that within the palette. So that is all the shade names, all the formulas, and all the swatches. So I do feel like I was able to really capture what I love when it comes to eyeshadows, the colors, my formulas that I love, and put names that are very special and dear to me that represent Hawaii and my background. So that was all the info about the eyeshadow palette and the blush and highlighter palette, the swatches, the launch info, the pricing. Hopefully you guys love these products as much as I do. I really put a lot of work in creating these color stories and shades and shade names, and I just think it's absolutely beautiful, and I hope you guys think the same. But I do want to put this out there, guys. Don't feel pressured to have to pick up any of these products in order to show support. Watching this video, liking, sharing it is enough support. Just know that you don't have to feel pressured. If this is not something that's for you or your color story or in your budget or something you want to pick up, do not feel like you have to in order to support me. Just want to say that. But if you guys do want to pick it up and this is something you know you would use and love, then that's amazing as well. So that was everything for this video, guys. You will now have to let me know, what are your thoughts in the comments below? What do you think about the palette, the highlighters, the blushes? I would just love to hear your feedback and know what you guys think. Also, if you're new here and you enjoy this video, you like a lot of fun, colorful makeup content, you like a lot of stuff on indie makeup and all that good stuff, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I would love to have you here. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I will have the link on where you'll be able to find the collection, the launch time, pricing, info, all of that will be in the description. I will also have my makeup link. Like I said, I did film this for Instagram, the eyeshadow look. So definitely follow me on my social medias, which will also be linked. I'm on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_Beauty, and this will be on the Breezy_Beauty page if you want to see it for yourself. I love it so much. I had to start off my first look with something very blue and oceany, so I hope you love it. But guys, I just want to tell you thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for being here, being amazing, for all your guys' support. You guys mean the world to me. You are the best part of the beauty community, and I'm so thankful to have all of you. I just want you guys to know that, and I just hope all of you are doing well wherever you are in the world, and just send you guys so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.